There's a new pathway in Canada that allows you to relocate as a permanent resident, no matter the certificate you have. Be it secondary school, diploma, BSc, Masters, PhD, HND, NCE, whatever you have an opportunity to apply. All you need to do is make sure you get at least a band 7 in your IELTS and have enough work experience. Are you interested? Come on, let's go. Hello guys, welcome back to Amara and Khene. My name is Amara. It's been a while, right? Yes, I know. And I'm so happy to be back in front of you guys again. And I am coming with great news. The province of Newfoundland and Labrador, Canada, has just launched a new immigration pathway called the Priority Skills. It's exciting and you don't want to miss this. The funny thing is, all you need to do is create an expression of interest to tell them you're interested in their province. You might ask, what is an expression of interest? This is simply filling out a form, an application form, telling them, I'm interested in coming to your province, I'm interested in staying in your province, please consider me. It's as simple as that. You're not paying for the expression of interest. There is a link to do this, you fill out the details, and you're ready to go. Are you interested in this? Then sit tight. If this is your first time here, thank you for watching. Please do click on the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Also, to our returning subscribers, we are so grateful to have you. We have an interactive Telegram, Facebook, and Instagram community, and we've included the links on our description box. All you need to do is just check on the description box and join us there. You can always ask your questions and there will be admins and people on ground to attend to your questions. Now let's go on. What is the Priority Skills Program? This process is intended for individuals who have experience in occupation in demands in Newfoundland and Labrador. They have high level of education, language, work experience, and who wish to express their interest in staying in or coming to the province by becoming a permanent resident of Canada. Now, currently, the expression of interest is being accepted from 1, individuals who they have their occupation in demand. You might want to stay to the end of this video because I would be giving and telling you the occupations in demand at the end of this video. So please stay with me. Now, secondly, they're also accepting for those who completed their Masters or PhD in the Memorial University in the last 3 years. So currently, these are the 2 places where expression of interest are being accepted. Priority Skills Newfoundland and Labrador, Canada requires the completion of a questionnaire, which is scored. Applicants who exceed the minimum score of 60 points will be accepted and their information will be viewable by staff and local employers who have accounts with the Office of Immigration and Multiculturalism. I'll proceed by telling us there are 3 steps to this program. And we'll be talking about the 3 steps, okay? Like every other pathway, it needs points. It's a point-based system. The higher the point, the more you stand opportunity of being the lucky applicant that would be getting or being picked for this Priority Skills Program. Now, there are 3 steps to this. The first step is to complete an expression of interest. Now, expression of interest process will let us know or will let the province know that you're interested in coming to stay there. You're interested in working in the province. It's like a form where you feel like an application, you just fill and you proceed. That's the first step. You're not paying for it. You're not required to give any form of payment to just create this expression of interest. That's the first step. The second step is promising candidates will receive an invitation. Now, when you create an expression of interest, it's like you're in a pool with other applicants. Employers and staffs of the Newfoundland and Labrador Priority Skills will go through your application and see if you have the requirement to be given an invitation to apply. So once they go through your application and they feel you meet the requirement, you'll be given an invitation to apply. And the third step is you apply through the online portal. when you get that invitation, you are required to apply through the online portal. And this is where you get to submit documents. If you get selected at the end of submitting that online application, you would be given a certificate of nomination. Now, you use that nomination to proceed with your permanent residency application. You get to submit to the federal government through the Express Entry Skilled Workers Program. So this is like an additional point for you to be added, and you proceed with your permanent residency application. Are you interested? Let's go on. I hope you're still with me. Now let's talk about the eligibility criteria. For you to be eligible, first, you need to have International English Language Testing System, IELTS, or CELPIP. The minimum score or band score for this is band 5, but I would suggest you target higher. Why? For this program, the more you score, the higher your chances. So please target for band 7, band 8 for you to stand a better chance. Yes, their minimum requirement is band 5, but you need to do better to get more score. Second eligibility criteria is you must be above the age of 21. And the third is intend to live permanently in Newfoundland and Labrador. Please do not use this as an opportunity to come and then change province. If you intend to stay in the province, live in the province for at least 3 years, then please, this is for you. Like I earlier said, there are 2 categories they are currently taking in. The first is in-demand academic candidates. These are students who completed their PhD or Masters in Memorial University in sectors like technology, healthcare, aquaculture, and agriculture. And the second are for in-demand work candidates. You must have worked in specialized, high-skilled, high in-demand occupation for at least 1 full year in the last 10 years. The list of in-demand jobs I've told you, we're going to talk about them at the end of this video. Now I'll elaborate on the steps for this program. The first is to complete an expression of interest. The first step of the Priority Skills Newfoundland and Labrador process is completing a questionnaire. This lets them know that you're interested in immigrating to Newfoundland and Labrador. The expression of interest process will also let you know if you meet the minimum eligibility requirement to potentially receive an invitation. The questionnaire will ask about 5 topics: your English and French eligibility, your age, education, work experience, including confirming position details and whether you have a family in Newfoundland and Labrador. Also, if you meet the minimum requirement and your score is high enough on the questionnaire, you'll be asked to provide the following information: your name, citizenship, current address, and email address. If you also meet the minimum requirements and high score on the questionnaire, you'll be asked to submit 3 supporting documents. These documents can either be resume, education, or work credentials and cover letter. Now let's go to the second step, which is to potentially receive an invitation to apply. While the final decision to extend invitation rests on the Office of Immigration and Multiculturalism, your questionnaire score, which is your expression of interest, language ability, which is your IELTS or CELPIP or French, education, and work experience, along with other 3 supporting documents we've earlier mentioned, will be viewable by employers that have accounts with the Office of Immigration and Multiculturalism. Employers can use this information to vote on whether they feel you would be successful or not in their companies or in the province. So these employers, they have access to that questionnaire you've submitted. They are the one that will vote on that. So this is where it is important to have an amazing cover letter, an outstanding resume, and whatever experience you have, put it in there. Put your job descriptions on your job duties very well, because you need to stand out in this case. Priority Skills Newfoundland is intended for candidates who do not have job offer or have a job yet. But during the voting process, employers may wish to contact you to offer you a job. So this also gives an opportunity to even get a job. If an employer sees you are very qualified, they can actually offer you a job even while you're still in your home country. The email address that you provide at the start of the questionnaire can be used by employers who wish to contact you. Now let's proceed to the next step, which is invitees apply for nomination through the online portal. So if you receive an invitation to apply to this pathway, it will be sent to the email address that you've registered with on your expression of interest. The invitation will invite you to submit an immigration application through the online portal. If you meet the eligibility criteria for either the skilled worker or the express entry skilled worker category, then they would issue you a provincial nomination certificate, which you can include in your application for permanent residency. Before we go on, it is important you have an express entry profile, because when they issue you a certification of nomination, it will be linked to your express entry profile. So this is where your WES evaluation comes into play. You need to be able to evaluate your credential, whatever you have. Like we stated, if it is just secondary school certificate, if it's a diploma or a BSc or master's, whatever you have, it needs to be evaluated. And there are several evaluation bodies you can use. There's a link on the description box for whichever, to know more information on the evaluation body you can use. Just go ahead and evaluate first. Okay? Now, when you get the certification of nomination, it will be linked to your express entry profile, which you would use to submit your permanent residency application with the federal government. The amount of time it takes the federal government to process your subsequent application for permanent residency varies depending on the category. It could be skilled worker takes approximately 18 months, while express entry takes approximately 6 months. So it links us back to our express entry profile. Do not forget that. Please note that these processing times can fluctuate. Okay, let's move on. While awaiting the permanent residency, the provincial nominees receive dedicated support from the Office of Immigration and Multiculturalism staff and access to specialized service such as letters of support for work permit requests. All right, now let's move on. They have provided you with a scoring grid to let you know what your points may look like. Now, they tell you that you just need like a band 5 or higher. This is where it is important for you to have higher scores. As you can see, if you get a level 7+, you get the highest point on language, which is 24 points. If you get a level 6, 22. If you get a level 5, 20. So you want to get more than the 20 points. You need more points, which is why you need to score at least a band 7+ on your language test. Now, for those aged between 21 to 30, 12 points. And if you're between 31 to 40, 16 points. Those between our 40s, 50s, you're not left behind. There are scores there. Now, when you get to 60, that is when you do not have any points given to you. For those with your PhD, you get 24 points, Masters 20 points, Canadian post-secondary. Now, this is for those who schooled in Canada. You get 15 points. And for those that have BSc, HND, post-secondary school outside of Canada, you get 12 points. If you're just a secondary school certificate holder, you get 6 points. 5 years of experience in the last 10 years, you get 40 points. That's a lot of points. Now, if you get between 3 to 5 years of experience in the last 10 years, that's 30 points. 1 to 3 years, 20 points. And you have just 1 year, that is 10 points. If you have a relative in the province of Newfoundland and Labrador, you get 10 points. In-demand work occurred in Canada. That if you've had to work in Canada in an in-demand job, you get 10 extra points. If you have an in-demand job in the province Newfoundland, you get 7 points, and so on. Okay. For those that would be going from the Memorial University, there's also a grid for you to follow. It's been provided there. So you can just go through that and view it. They've also, in the link that we've provided about this program, you would find the frequently asked questions. I'll just go through some of them for you to see. Does the work experience required for in-demand work have to be obtained in the province of Newfoundland and Labrador? No. So anywhere you are, whatever country you are qualified for this. You don't have to be in the province or have to have worked in Canada to participate in this program. My expression of interest was accepted. Will I receive an invitation? Please note that those with the higher score get the chance of being invited. So please, you need to chase that higher point. Okay? How many invitations will be issued? It was stated there as well. More questions were listed there. You can just go through them to answer your questions. All right? Now let's look at some of the in-demand jobs in this priority skills pathway. The first is in-demand healthcare sector occupations. So if you are a physician, nurse practitioner, licensed practical nurse, personal care attendant, clinical pathologist, medical physicist, radiation therapist, and so on, you can apply for this program. Also, there's in-demand information and communications technology sector. Software developers, biomedical engineers, electrical engineers, AI developers, Python, web developer, etc. You can check out this website. This is for you. You don't want to miss this. Technical specialists like security specialists, cloud specialists, bioinformatician, data analyst, offshore technician, technical writer, research associates. These are all in-demand jobs. If you're in the aquaculture sector, like a captain, farming and feeding manager, facility technician, assistant manager, cage site technician, area manager, then you can also apply. Don't forget, you would need to create a resume showing you actually have this experience. You also need to have your English language test, your evaluation, credential assessment. You need to have that as well. Create an express entry profile and then go ahead and create an expression of interest for this province. We have included a link for those of you who already have these requirements, who already meet them. You can just check the description box for the link to create the expression of interest. You need to hurry as soon as possible, and don't forget to aim high in your IELTS so you get enough points to get you to be one of those that will be selected or invited to apply for this program. I hope you've learned a lot from this, and I hope you would be chasing your dream to get this. Like it's every other immigration pathway in Canada, your family will be coming with you. You are not leaving your family behind. Your immediate family will be coming with you. So hurry up now, do not waste time. Check the description box, take out the link. If you need more information on this, we've included the link, and just go there and read about it. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share with your family and friends. They also need to enjoy from this, okay? We also have our interactive Telegram, Instagram and Facebook community where you can follow. The link is on the description box. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Amara, and I will be seeing you next time. Until then, bye.